On one sideline, look at the head coach of the Browns. His guy's not quite sure what type of team they're going to be this season after a 3-3 start. Along the opposite sideline, the head coach of the Broncos. His guy's coming off the bye week, so we'll keep an eye on it. Throwing from the gun here. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos don't need long to take a 6-0 lead.
Sure didn't take long for somebody to get this game off and running, pun intended. But there's a lot of rounds left to fight and punches to be thrown. Sure feels good, though, to be the first one to land that haymaker.
Broncos and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And they'd love a repeat of their last drive, wouldn't they? Their first play was their only play as they ran it in for 6.
Let's go now.
Working on first down. Forced out to his right. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. At the 20. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take the lead on the first play of the drive. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Well, Brock, it speaks to the constant threats that these slant routes pose that we aren't all too surprised when one of them breaks for something much bigger than its design, right? And it ends just like it did in a touchdown.
Yeah, Kate, that's exactly right. And the great...
Broncos headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And I know we're normally discussing his work leading the passing game, but wow, we've really had to take note of what he's done on the ground. He's leaned into that part of his game earlier. First and 10, they're going to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. It's a race down the right side. Cortland Sutton. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos keep their drive alive and reach Pater one play later. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there. And Broncos are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Throwing now, another shotgun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. No work against the blitz. Escapes out to the left. He tucks it and takes off. Has some daylight through the 40. Again, he's got room. Has a hole left, room to run. All the way, touchdown, Denver! The Broncos make it a 3-possession game.
Kate, right there's the danger of dime coverage. Bunch of little guys on the field that love to cover, but may not tackle so well, and opens up a run lane he took huge advantage of.
Broncos ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And this game has really been a great audition for him, Brock, to show off how well he can do as a runner. I think we could argue that his work there has actually been his early calling card in this one so far. They'll come out throwing. On the move, headed right. This is Sutton working the right side. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back now, pressure coming. Let's see what they dial up, partner. This is 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
Dropping back to throw. Buying some time right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw. Flush down out to his left. Man, it's Marvin Mims. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. 19, Tiger, 9.
I'll throw it. Chased out to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos making this a laugher before halftime. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get in on the slants, you find yourself with a gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points. Broncos headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series.
Go! 60.
They'll throw to start the drive. Escapes the pocket. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Throwing again on 2nd. Rolling left, buying some time. He finds Ingram, working downfield here. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Working now from the gun. Getting out to his left. Now here he goes. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throwing now on 1st down. Forced out to his right. Oh, he's going for it again. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos boat racing them to the halftime locker room. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play.
Broncos are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter.
Ready? Set. Ready? Go.
They'll throw here on first. Buys time, rolling right. Complete out to the right side. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. It really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already into enemy territory.
Go.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Escapes out to the left. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. He gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the
Broncos ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And as this lead has grown, they have not taken their foot off the gas. No reason to expect them to slow down now on what could be a 4th consecutive touchdown drive. To throw here on 1st down. Flush down out to his left. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. I'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion.
Here we go. Here we go.
Another throw here on 2nd down. On the move, headed right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. To the air now on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. Connecting on the slant. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. Keeps it moving. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Broncos piling onto the scoreboard yet again.
Hey, 3 touchdown games aren't unusual for a quarterback, but we normally see him through the air. This QB's legs have been a
Broncos headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And their offense has been playing at an extremely high level as this has become a runaway quickly. They've scored each of their last 2 times out.
Ready, ready. Panther 60. Panther 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready, ready.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 17. At the 20-yard line.
Looking to throw here. Rolling left, buying some time. He can run it. On the move, past the 40. Finds a seam, left side, is off to the races. And they take this in for the score. The Broncos lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd.
You saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
Broncos are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out.
Let's take off.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, Well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. And now it's second down. They're going to try and throw it here. Gets himself free. He's keeping it. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Broncos continue adding to an insurmountable lead. That, without a doubt, Brock, one of the longest scrambles that you and I have seen, and we'll probably all see for a while, and it ends in... Broncos ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. They're going to win this game, but with touchdowns on 3 straight drives, Brock, they're probably going to want to keep that streak going.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw on 1st and 10. Forced out to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Here he goes again. Cortland Sutton. He gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos are running them out of the building. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it... Broncos headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run.
Let's go now. Now trap 60, trap 60.
They're going to pass it here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released in ultimate.
Space on the right, and he's got room. He's at the 30, the 10. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Broncos throwing 6 more on the blowout. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating. To the side of many mile-high salutes throughout the building. It's a win at home for the Broncos. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Denver Broncos and the Detroit Lions. On the Broncos sideline, you get a look at their head coach. His guy's still perfect, a third of the way through this season at 6-0. Along the opposing sideline, head coach of the Lions, Dan Campbell. His guy's more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the field here at home. They'll throw to begin this drive. Buys time, rolling right. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. Still fighting forward. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown.
You know, Kate, there's a reason that slant route has been in playbooks, I don't know, since football began.
Broncos and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. Right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur and might even hear a few bluebirds.
And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
He calls his own number again. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Broncos take a 13-0 lead.
These touchdowns on the season haven't all looked the same, but
Broncos are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And while they've worried about his arm a little bit early, he's been happy to get some yards on the ground. Looking like an effective dual threat thus far. Throwing from his own end zone. Has him on a quick hitter. Kicks away from one. And he's going to be taken down right as he reaches that 20-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Back to throw. On the move, headed right. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41.
It's a gain of 21.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
Broncos, first down.
Looking in the air here. Getting out to his left. He's running with it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
That's completed right side. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 20-zip lead. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense. Broncos ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together, finding the end zone. Working on first down. Chased out to his right. This is Sutton working the right side. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. So that's our 2-minute warning, Brock. A minute 57 left on the scoreboard. Stick around. Some more from Ford Field on its way. Airing it out on first down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
DJ Reed there.
Throwing from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Pass taken in by Sutton. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. And he's up across 200 yards now in this opening half. That's beyond simply a good start for him. This is the type of game where he's been taking the lead on carrying his offense forward however he can. Escapes out to the left. Right man, it's Marvin Mims. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons. The Broncos headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They're sure to be appreciative of this as they start out first and goal from the 4.
Okay, break. Let's go.
Looking to throw on first and goal. Forced out to his right. And they take this in for the score. The Broncos boat racing them to the halftime locker room.
With that score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other, and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he...
The Broncos are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And if they don't already have this game out of reach, a touchdown to start the half might just about do it. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Buys time, rolling right. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. And how about this? A 100-yard game on the ground, but it's not the running back that's doing it. And he's showing you why you should never sleep on what he can do when he's outside that pocket. Flush down out to his left. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal. Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. First and goal here. On the move, headed right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His third through the air this game. Broncos ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. This winning streak has been impressive for him. 6 games now, and they lead so far here.
Here we go, here we go.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Chased out to his right. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. Keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call?
The Broncos headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And they'll have to go just about every bit of 100 yards to reach the end zone. That punt sets them up at their own 2. Working from his end zone. Escapes the pocket. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
Rolling left, buying some time. Mims with the grab. Still going inside the 35. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure... Broncos are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. To throw here on first down. Forced out to his right. And before he can get rid of it, he runs out of bounds. Could have just tossed it incomplete, Brock, but instead takes the sack and a big loss. Working now from the gun. Getting out to his left. Looking slant route complete. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person.
There he goes on the right side. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Broncos continue adding to an insurmountable lead.
Okay, you got to be aware defensively by this point that this guy is going to run if he sees daylight. I think there was an...
The Broncos ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Escapes out to the left. Caught near the goal line. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos are running them out of the building. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so?
Broncos headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And they should be well rested. They were only out there for one play last drive, and they found the end zone. They'll throw to start the drive. Buys time, rolling right.
What a great play by the defense. Play breaks down, but that defense stays disciplined. Nobody loses control, and they end up stopping him for a loss.
Flush down out to his left. And that will not be enough for a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Broncos getting closer to a 7-0 start. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. On the move, headed right. Back to a familiar target, it's Sutton. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they...
The Broncos are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome.
Shut up! Panther 60! Panther 60! Shut up!
There's a design run. Lining up to take a knee on second down. They're drawn up for it. Setting up for the kneel down on third.
60 Bison.
So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign.
The Broncos game is over, but his work isn't done yet. The division race is taking shape, and it's time to take stock of where they're sitting so far.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Southern Nevada, where the torch, in honor of the legendary owner Al Davis, has just been lit, as is tradition before kickoff at Allegiant Stadium, just off the Strip in Las Vegas. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. On the Denver sideline, you get a look at their head coach. His team atop everyone's power rankings, 7-0 to start the season. And on the other side, the head coach of the
On the set. Come on, set.
right to the air from the 30 on the first play. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Yeah! And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. A big-time play for the Broncos. 42 yards.
1st down. The pass.
Push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Forced out wide. And he's into the end zone. What a start. Touchdown, Broncos.
And this is certainly what they've wanted to do all season long, and it's a huge reason.
Broncos offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll knock him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Flushed to his left. Now he'll run it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
That's good.
He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
At the 43-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Moving outside the pocket. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Headed left, buying time. To the goal line and in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. Broncos offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. On the run to the right. He keeps it himself. Whoa. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. Throw across his body is complete, and he's into the end zone. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Broncos. So Broncos offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he spots his target downfield. Great teamwork on the completion. That catch puts him over 100 yards for the game, and we still have another half to go. That catch picks up the first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Moving to his left. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. He'll try again here. Second and 10. Out of the gun. He'll throw. Forced out left. What teamwork, the receiver coming back for the completion. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
And the Broncos first down.
They'll look to throw yet again. Flush to his right. Got his man at the 6. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
22 more yards.
He has really thrown the ball well here in this first half. Look at the numbers. Over 200 yards passing now for the game. They'll look to throw again. Rolling to the left. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, Denver. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The Broncos offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. First and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. As it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. Pushed out to his left. He'll tuck it and take off. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. The Broncos going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He works free, right side. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Broncos.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first.
The Broncos offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll begin with first and 10. Out to his right. Oh, he's got a man running with them, and they connect. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Denver. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. And it's looked like the win streak to start the year is going to continue for another week. What a tremendous performance here as they are out to finish this one off. They'll throw. of the gun, moving to his right. Oh, what a throw, slinging it across his body and complete. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Denver.
Touchdown, Broncos.
The Broncos offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. On the move left. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. And he will score again. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. That's his third touchdown of the game. Broncos offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 31 yards. That's good for a Broncos first
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. Make it. The Broncos offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos, and it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the second time this year.
It's on to a new week for Denver, and next on the schedule are the Chiefs. They know the blitz is coming. Either the football comes out quick, or it might not at all.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. But straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Now he's free at the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. It's their quarterback. 70 yards. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how...
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do, and you saw the celebration.
On the move past the 40. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Sutton, his 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it.
The Broncos offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in the numbers as he'll look to keep it going here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Sutton with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead. Boy, still in the first. Broncos offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Breaks through the contact. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
That's another Broncos.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Marvin Mims, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are able to add on to that lead.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with...
The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the
Back to throw here. Call it a loss of 13 on the play. And it'll be a second and long.
Second down.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
Pickup of 18 yards. It's now third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
On third down. Intended for Marvin Mills. Incomplete.
Here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much.
Halftime up. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them, and they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row.
Liking it, go! Cougar 19!
Now they'll change things up. Back to throw now on first down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Uses the spin. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
The 40-yard line.
Looking to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now he's into the clear again. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Their mobile quarterback, 39 yards. And the Broncos. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Second down in a yard. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. So this game of our Charles, the talk of the NFL world all week. Two unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while, but two teams like this, and I remember in preseason you looked at schedules and said, I think these two are on a collision course.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, a 22-yard touchdown grab. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Boy, he has been fun to watch. He's been sensational all year. He threw touchdown pass number 45 the last time they had it. We'll see if he can build on that number here. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Got a man open. It's Sutton. There he goes again. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 67 yards. And the Broncos get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Ready? 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Check go.
And they take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Denver,
It's on to a new week for Denver, and next on the schedule are the Ravens. There's an aggressive secondary waiting for them, and some chances to throw it deep.
On the Ravens sideline, a look at their head coach. His guys losers their last game, hoping to reverse that here. Along the opposite sideline, the head coach of the Broncos. His side also occupying playoff position, so might be a rematch we see play out this postseason. First play is to the air. He rolls to his right. He dodged the tackle. This is Sutton working the right side. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos take a 6-0 lead right away. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. One snap in, and this offense as efficient as they could be, partner, and looking very dangerous to begin this ball game too.
Yeah, you know.
Broncos and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Right, man, it's Marvin Mims. Keeps himself upright. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take the lead on the first play of the drive. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit. Broncos ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end.
Come on, set! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal!
First and 10, looking to throw. Chased out to his right. Completed to Sutton. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. We've set it down from 37. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. From the red zone now. Rolling left, buying some time. Has it down close. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 13-point lead. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Broncos headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And you want your quarterback to, number one, find ways to score for your offense. You always tell me that, Brock. But also, he's done it more than just through the air for them. That last drive, a notable touchdown for him on the ground for the season. A throw here on first. Forced out to his right. That's completed right side. Hits the 20. He gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 13-point lead. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
Every touchdown's got its own story, but for me, Kate, that one's all about courage. Courage of that receiver to run all the way across the field. Courage of the quarterback to know it's going to take.
Broncos are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Airing it out to start this drive. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. He's dropping back to throw. Escapes the pocket. Complete out to the right side. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Setting up to throw. Getting out to his left. Making the call himself. There he goes again. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Broncos ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. Throwing from the gun here. Flushed out of the pocket. That one's complete, right side. It's a foot race. All the way, touchdown Denver. The Broncos make it a 9-point advantage. Cortland Sutton the touchdown. His 3rd through the air in this game. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more. Broncos headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And this is the type of game that's going to get people talking when people look at the numbers that he's posted running with it. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Buys time, rolling right. Caught for big yards on the right side. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Throwing now, off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's got room to roam. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. How about a big hitter, 30-40 yards there and a new set of downs. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Trying to throw this from the gun. On the move, headed right. Now here he goes again. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Buying some time left. Oh, he's calling his own number again. And they're going to score a touchdown, Denver. The Broncos can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. And this distance of very... Broncos are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And you may as well call him a constant headache that this defense has had to deal with all game long. I mean, they game plan to slow down his passing work, but it's been his rushes that have really broken the spirit of this unit. Headed out right.
On the grade sheet, we called this messed up beyond all recognition. He leaves the pocket in search of greener pastures, There was nothing to be had.
And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. Two great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down. Escapes out to the left. He's going to run for it. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Jair Alexander on the tackle. A big gain on the play.
The Broncos ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. Their lead still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation. That is all that you're thinking right now is just make these plays, run out this clock so we could take one more knee and celebrate.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. Chased out to his right. To a familiar target, it's Sutton. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Has some room to work. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos score up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores. The Broncos headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And with just a lone timeout remaining across the field, they're going to be able to run out this clock on the victory.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves.
Second quarterback run here. So it's a win for the Broncos. And yet another challenger is vanquished as they continue to carry this undefeated season in November.
The Broncos game is over, but his work isn't done yet. There's been a lot of external talk about this team, and it's finally time that the players are asked about it.
It's been the home of the Chiefs since 1972. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Welcome, your 2027
On the Denver sideline, you get a look at their head coach. This guy is putting together a season to remember, unbeaten and untied to this point. On the other side, Chiefs head coach Andy Reid. His team looks... Right away, they'll set up to throw. Rolling right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Forced out wide. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he will get into the end zone. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. He continues to score TDs at a remarkable rate. That's now 26 for him in 1 year. A terrific play all the way around. Broncos offense ready for their second possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10.
Ready? Here we go, set. Take off.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Exiting the pocket right. He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. And it will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Let's go now.
First down.
They'll throw out of the gun. Escaping to his left. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. And with the yardage picked up on that last throw, that's going to move him over 4,000 yards passing for the season. Even in today's age of offense, still a meaningful number for quarterbacks and not an easy plateau to reach. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 50. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Lorenzo now. He'll drop to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Back to the air again on 2nd. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Moving left. That is called in at the 5. To the pylon, he's in. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. That is 2nd touchdown of the... Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Forced to his right. Oh, he's got a man running with him, and they connect. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Back to throw. Flushed to his left. Now he takes off. Whoa. And The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end. Broncos offense ready to take over once more. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. And he spots his target downfield. Great teamwork on the completion. To the 20. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 96 yards. Touchdown, Denver. Broncos offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Crazy. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Headed left, buying time. What teamwork, the receiver coming back for the completion. A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a 1st down. Flush to his right. Throw across his body is complete. And he's in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. That touchdown number 23 for him on the season. And the Broncos offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Moving to his left. He's going to keep it himself. Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 81 yards. Touchdown, Denver. Broncos offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
4-yard gain on the play. And the Broncos
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw.
A pass. A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
He'll drop to throw. Forced out left. He's able to keep his eyes downfield for the completion. And he's got another one. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him.
Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. And they just continue to roll right along. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in the fourth quarter. Now they'll set up to throw. Rolling to the left. Now he'll run. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Set to go now on first and 10.
Ready?
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
Pushed out to his left. He's got it at the 7. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
And you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far, that has proven to not be the case. The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance.
That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Denver. His 4th TD grab of the season. Broncos offense ready to get back at it. They are getting closer to win 11 on the season, playing their best football here late in the year. Going to start this drive with first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Forced out wide. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down. On the move left. Oh, he overshoots him. Could have been a touchdown. Instead, just goes down as an incompletion. On third down, they'll set up to throw.
That is 3 plays and out. It's fourth down.
Broncos offense getting set to get back to work. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's first and 10.
Go!
Throwing now from the gun. Moving outside the pocket. He's got it inside the 5. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead,
so it is a win for the visiting Broncos. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. crowd has arrived at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. We thank you for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, 3 months in the books. Partner, now it's December. It's the best month of the NFL season because the games get more important as the weather gets a little bit colder.
Yeah, and this is where you find out who the real teams are and who the pretenders are. Do you find yourself not only in the playoff conversation, but can you now play good enough ball down the stretch to not only be in the conversation, but actually find...
On the jump.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. On the run to the right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Still on his feet. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10.
Got it. Ready?
Flush to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 74 yards. The Broncos offense back onto the field for their next possession. They've been able to move the ball with relative ease. Their first couple of possessions, both ending in touchdowns, but still they find themselves tied as they start with the ball again here on 1st down. Out to his right. He fires it across his body over the middle, and it's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
32 yards. That's good for Broncos. 1st down.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Forced out wide. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Moving to his right. Got his man at the 6. And he's into the end zone yet again. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Broncos. He continues. Broncos offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Rolling right. Back to throw. Escaping to his left. Off-balance throw. It's complete. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the 3rd, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will score again. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns.
The Broncos offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Moving left, taking off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
And he's in! Touchdown, Broncos. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision.
Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. Exiting the pocket right. He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Flush to his left. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards. And most importantly, a first down. To the air now on 1st and 10. Forced to his right. There he goes again.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up. Flush to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down. They'll look to throw. Forced out wide. Throw across his body is complete. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal. Headed left, buying time. That one batted away in the end zone. Incomplete. Good coverage where you need it most. It'll be 2nd and goal. Moving outside the pocket. Big play coming up. 3rd and goal.
Go!
He'll look to throw. Left side. That's complete. It's Sutton.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open,
Broncos offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And this team continues to just win football games, well on their way to another victory here. The conversation is real. The 17-0 can be seen on the horizon. The catch made there by Sutton. And he's going to be taken down at the 17-yard line.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
He goes right back to Sutton. Now he's loose at the 40. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 83 yards. Touchdown, Denver. And that... Broncos offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. This one complete to Sutton. Oh, yeah. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's first and goal. He's got his big tight end, Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Denver. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one side. Broncos offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And he will have the first down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down. There's that man again. Another catch. And he will score. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. It is a win for the visiting Broncos. Their perfect season continues here into the month of December as they continue to be the #1 team in all of football.
The Broncos game is over, but his work isn't done yet. There are a lot of players and groups people have questions about, but this week, he's the only one who gets to answer.
considerable elevation. We're at Empower Field, Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. Up next, it's our main event between the Chicago Bears
On the double. Shut up.
throwing on their first play. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. Free inside the 30. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 6-0 lead right away. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Almost feel bad for those fans who went to get food before finding their seats here, Brock. While they're waiting in line, got a touch. The Broncos and their quarterback ready to take over once again. Well, Brock, it only took them one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Well, so far, they've got to be pretty happy with how he's been leading their offense. It has been a great start.
And I'd hesitate to say it's only going to get better, especially if they really decide to keep running this offense through that quarterback's arm.
That man, it's Marvin Mims. He's got it in the red zone. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get 6 more on their early advantage. There sure was a lot of... The Broncos are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
That type of start, well, you won it all 17 games of the season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play.
First and 10.
They're throwing it. Forced out to his right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw now. Buying some time right. Finds Mims. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
And the Broncos, first down.
In the red zone now. Looking for, and this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A loss of 6 brings up 2nd and 16 at the Bears' 25-yard line.
79 Broncos.
Working now from the gun. Flush down out to his left. He's going to keep it this time. It's inside the 10. And they're going to score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos now lead by 10. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that. The Broncos ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Escapes the pocket. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. No throw, 3rd and long. Rolling left, buying some time. He's got Sutton complete. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. Well, he sure has come out throwing a good ball today, and the passing game has really been clicking early on thanks to his efforts.
Yeah, his play's really elevated the start his pass catchers have been able to have as a result. And you know what they're all thinking right now? This could be a game where we all get to put up some serious numbers, especially if he keeps throwing it like this.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. He's going to throw it again. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow their lead off the turnover. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call...
Broncos headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And with that 2-score lead, partner, they've got the option here. You can sit on it, or they could try something really aggressive. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Getting out to his left. Left side now caught by Sutton. Through the defense he goes. Room to burn. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch. The Broncos are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Airing it out to start this drive. Caught by the open man. Again, he's got room. Cortland Sutton. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos trying to end this before the final quarter. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Broncos ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And his effectiveness hasn't been limited to what he can do with his arm this season. On that last drive, he reached a significant mark for his efforts on the ground as well. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Connecting on a slant. And it's an excellent look to drive him all the way up past the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Broncos football, and they should be able to coast right through this 4th with that kind of lead.
Okay, ready?
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70 Lions.
Watch the back on this play. Watch the back on this play.
Ready.
Pass play coming here. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around.
Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos continue piling it on here in the 4th. Cortland Sutton. Broncos headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense.
Ready, ready.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Back to a familiar target. It's Sutton. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos throwing 6 more on the blowout. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. The Broncos are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. They're going to win this game, but with touchdowns on 3 straight drives, Brock, they're probably going to want to keep that streak going. First and 10, looking to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. Cortland Sutton! He gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His 6th of the game. Broncos ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Fights off the pressure. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. They're going to pass it here. Looking slant route, complete. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Broncos are running them out of the building. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Another through the air. This. So it's a win for the Broncos. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here in the penultimate month of the campaign. Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Denver Broncos and the Green Bay Packers. On the Broncos sideline, you get a look at their head coach. These guys seeing just how long they can keep this undefeated season going. Straight to the air they go. Completed to Sutton. Now he's past the 25. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 6-0 lead right away. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. So some Broncos and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. Right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you start to murmur and might even hear a few birds.
And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. The early returns on the stat sheet have been good so far, partner. He's off to the exact kind of start they were hoping he'd have.
Yeah, you can just feel the rhythm, the timing, the tempo, and that ball is zipping all over the field.
Nick Sutton with back-to-back catches. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. They get 23 on that one. And that's good for a Broncos first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Quick slant, caught by Sutton. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos make it a 12-point game in the first. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines.
Broncos headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. Now come out throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down. He'll look to throw. He rolls to his right. Now here he goes. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. It's the Broncos out in front. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. First down, play action. Escapes out to the left. Take it off with it again. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. They clearly haven't been giving his running ability the respect it deserves, considering what he's been able to do to them on the ground thus far.
If you want to destroy the morale of a defense, have a running quarterback like this. Because you can do so many things right, but this is the X factor you can't contain.
Flushed out of the pocket. He calls his own number again. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
Yeah, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens?
And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos go up by 12. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made. Broncos are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Flushed out now to his left. Pass taken in by Sutton. Here he goes again. Cortland Sutton. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos keep their drive alive and reach pay dirt one play later. Cortland Sutton. Broncos ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. There has been nothing that can stop him, so we got to assume this drive, Brock, likely going to end in a touchdown as well. They'll throw to begin this drive. Escapes the pocket. Cut by Sutton. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Bails out of the pocket quick. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4. The Packers take their first time out. Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. First and goal here. Brings it in. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, second. Throwing it again here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's plays like this. The Broncos headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They still have access to a pair of timeouts, a little time left as well, so points very much in play here. First and 10, they're going to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. Coming to the line for another first and 10. He's going to throw this one. Spins out of one stop. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. A gain of 15 there. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
That's another Broncos first down.
Working inside the red zone. On the move, headed right. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos get more points to end a lopsided first half.
Touchdown, Broncos.
A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation. Broncos are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as this lead has grown, they have not taken their foot off the gas. No reason to expect them to slow down now on what could be a 4th consecutive touchdown drive. Now throw to start the drive. Chased out to his right. It's completed right side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. To pass on first and 10. Finds him on the slant. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. And that completion gets him up to 400 yards in the football game. No, it's a tough mark to reach, but one that every quarterback takes pride in being able to reach, or at least challenge every so often. Headed out right. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. Broncos parlay the interception into points. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most... Broncos ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And this defense, boy, just beyond frustrated this late in the game. How's a group supposed to deal with him as a passer, Brock, and dedicate the resources needed to slow down this type of day on the ground, too? Airing it out to start this drive. Forced out to his right. Mims with the grab. And he stopped almost immediately after that catch. He's down at the 30. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. So first and 10 now from the 30. He's going to throw it. Rolling out to his left.
That is an effort play. I love that by the defense. Corralling the QB behind the line. It can be tough to track these guys down when they decide to scramble. What excellent pursuit. Stay on them the entire way.
That one's complete right side. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
Let's go.
Now looking to throw. Vacates quickly left side. That's the line, he's going to run for it. Keeps it moving. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Broncos Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other. Broncos headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock. They're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. Back to throw on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. Complete to Mims. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. And he continues to rise higher and higher as this game goes on. That's a 500-yard performance for him. Less than 30 times that's ever happened, which puts in perspective the enormity of what he's accomplished here. Buying some time left. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they make the tackle at the 38. Offense is set. 1st and 10. Here's the throw. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Cut near the goal line. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4. Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now and goal to go. In the red zone now. England's got another one. Titus throwing 6 more on the blowout. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are... The Broncos are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. Finds Mims. Continuing to move past the 45. Still fighting forward. He could do it. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Broncos continue adding to an insurmountable lead. The Broncos ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. They can march onto the field triumphant conquerors, Brock. This game has been dominant, and they've afforded the chance to end it as they now see fit.
So I guess the only question, Kate, are they satisfied with this score, or would their victory be just a little sweeter with one final push for points?
The Broncos are running them out of the building. Broncos right out of here with a win on the road. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here in the penultimate month of the campaign.